everyone. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? Yeah, my haircut, I got sweaters, winter is here. Wow, yeah, I may have aged considerably in the time you haven't seen me, plus the lighting is not so good. I just finished recording a video which I talk about what's been going on in my life, what's going on in my head. It's kind of a sobering topic. It's not really happy, but it's a very real thing in my life. It's some very real things I'm dealing with. You'll see that in the next video. This is more kind of an update. It's an announcement. You guys know last year about this time I went to Hainan to record, to film some stuff for the local tourism board for the government basically. And I've been invited back by a different kind of division in a different city of Hainan to do some kind of more interesting things actually down there. So I get another free trip. I get paid a little bit to go down there, so it will be a sponsored video to a certain extent. Well, it is a completely sponsored video, but it'll be good. I'll be going down there and enjoying some local food and just being the tourist for a bit. And that's kind of my next video series, I suppose. Will be in Hainan, but also I've got another travel video that I'm gonna try to get done in the next week or so, where I go to Dujiangyan, which is this really well-known place here in Sichuan and in Chinese history. It's an irrigation system, which sounds boring as hell, but it's a work of genius. It's a work of engineering genius, considering when it was built and what it means in history. So you'll see that coming along. I've got some podcasts coming up. If you're not subscribed to my podcast, my friend Ian and I have a podcast. It's called TIC. This is China. TIC Podcast Network. There is a link down below. We have been recording, we've been releasing podcasts about different aspects of life here in China. Most recently, I think there was an episode about sex. You can check that out. We talk about prostitution and sex ed and all kinds of things like that. I've got an episode coming out where I reflect on my 5 years in China. And maybe that's even out by the time this video goes up. Probably not, considering the timeline in which these get posted. That's a really deep, personal, and I think it's pretty well done if I say so myself. I really advise you guys to listen to that, because if you want to get to know who I am, that's the podcast to listen to. I'm really happy with the way it turned out, even though it's not necessarily happy or anything. It's very self-reflective. So that's kind of what's going on. There's another thing. I'm getting married again. Here in China. You'll see I will of course have a video of that wedding ceremony. And I will probably have a video where I explain different aspects of the ceremony. And there's so much up in the air right now. There's so many things going on. And also, I really like the idea of podcasting. So what I did on my Facebook page was I asked for people to give suggestions for podcast topics, because I can't cover a lot of things in videos because of time constraints and whatnot. So if you have a question that's really difficult, or a question you think requires a lot of time to answer, or just have a question at all, leave it down in the comments, and leave it down in the comments, and I will try to address that in a podcast, because those are much easier to record. I can do those anywhere as long as it's relatively quiet, and it's kind of fun just having a microphone and talking into a microphone. So yeah, leave your stuff down below, and I think that's about it. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening. You guys have been really patient over the last few months with me not putting out a lot of content, but I'm going to get back into it because I miss having a hobby. I miss doing stuff. I am doing things like studying Chinese. I am doing things like looking into going back to school to study. I'm doing a lot of new things. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted on all of that. So thank you all for watching. I'm done talking. It's your turn. I'll see you all next time.